Good afternoon, good morning, whatever time will be when you see this live. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, today I'm going to talk a little bit about this trip of Ayamara that is so successful in Malawi and the reasons why it's so successful. Yes, indeed. Yes, you can join if you want. I'll put the link. And yeah, let's talk. Let's have this at least 60 minutes conversation, a decent conversation. Doesn't matter if you're a hater, whatever you are, there is the link for you to click and join if you want to join. But as I was saying, I would like to, I don't do these normal lives to talk about content creation in particular, about what's happening in Malawi with Ayamara is very important to highlight here to clarify many things and how Ayamara has managed to build successful his career and also this new trend, this new series, Africa series. So, good afternoon, good morning, whatever you are. Welcome. We have six people in the floor. Please, you're free to join. Let me clarify that as the host, I do reserve the right to accept you on this conversation in case you use wrong language or you start abuse or discredit facts and truth. You are welcome to join to the live. There is the link. Let me highlight to put on the screen. There is the link that you can click, join the discussion and the talk. What is quite to highlight here is how success is built. Something very important, something here never seen in content creation. One of the things you never see in the content creation is the following question. When somebody asks yourself why I follow this person, why I like his content, what makes me look for his content to entertain myself, like Mr. Beast, Whether Myers, Trudy, and other bloggers, and why people have stepped in to hate Hayamara to such extent. Okay, one of the things, sister, the real thing podcast, please join me. I have a couple of questions for you. If you don't mind, let me send you the link for you to join. Just I was just talking about successful. Where I have you, I have so many people here. But anyway, just give me a quick WhatsApp so I can reply you back if you don't mind, sister. The Real Thing podcast. I have so many. Okay, I'll go put somewhere that I know you're gonna see this quick as possible. I wish Irene could join us. Also, if Irene is out there, I wish she could join us. Please join. I just ask Irene to join us if she can. Okay, let me not get distracted too much. What we need to talk. Okay, there is the link, sister. I have sent to you. Okay, no problem. All right. The success of this trip, or the series of Africa, of Ayamara, starts with in Mexico. It starts in Mexico, and Ayamara met Rocio, knows Rocio, and he talks about to come back home. And the interest of Rocio, know Africa, visit, travel around. But it's not that what he have to highlight here. The secret of the strategy, how Ayamara has strategized this trip around the continent from Mombasa, Kenya, Tanzania, Malawi, Zambia, now in the way to uh, south, the most southern of Africa, Cape Town in South Africa. We had seen videos of Ayamara explaining his strategy, how he wants to go, and how we're going to make it. But what is quite interesting is how Malawi has transformed in a successful story, and Malawi has become something different, and in a way that not many people understand the success of the story of Malawi. Yes, the lazy gang never saw this to come. They never expected, they never thought. But thanks to something that always I say to people, what makes Ayamaro successful is let people be curious. As more hate comes, it divert that hate towards a wall where you cannot have an argument enough what you have said yesterday to say the following day. That is the reason why many people they don't understand those who uh, follow them, 15 or 10,000 people. But it's quite what is amazing is the same people, those 10,000 or 15,000, depend which channel you're watching, are the subscribers of IMR, are people that are engraved in IMR content channels, and they're there 24. If Ayamara does not post a day, they jump and go bed mount to the other side. This is human nature, behavior. In one family, not all children will be the best child. It will be a favorite, the honest ones, and those who feel betrayed by parents. So this is the case. But what is here most interesting is when Ayamara leaves his village and arrives in Mombasa, Ayamara create a new vlog trail of content creation that never been there, especially the season. Many people have travel vloggers, so forth, like check effect that been quite long in Kenya. They went in the peak time. Ayamaras choose a different time, a different moment, and a different season. And this has uncover something interest and routes, how to travel and how cheap can be travel. Not only because is a strategy, but also a need. You need to remind that IMR in this African series, let's call African series, travel deep south. He is going with his partner, that is future to be wife, the mother of his child, Rocio Cabrera. So the journey of Ayamara, time to time, are like 1,000 kilometers. This is normal how Ayamara traveling countries on the bus and other thing. Always the max Ayamara explore distances is 1,000 kilometers. For you to understand that, you can see in Argentina, in Brazil, in Mexico, all the distance that the Ayamara has went in public transport, even in Europe, in Asia, is 1,000 kilometers. You might be curious how I know that. Well, that's what I'm here. I am most with your flavor, your favorite analogy, your favorite cooking up the pot, the stew. Yes, Gwagwan, one man, one love. Yeah, make you understand these men. Because this man lives 1,000 kilometers away from the capital of his country, Kenya. He lives in this Nyambuwan's village that traveling by bus basically is taking you a day to reach there. So it's 1,000 kilometers. So he's been adapted to that 1,000 kilometers, enjoy scenarios and the journey by bus. Even now, there is an aeroplane does not use when critical. And most of you, they didn't spot that when he returns to Nairobi with his partner, he went by bus. Most of you say, oh, this guy say himself is a rich, is that and that, and the usual characters came here and trash and mash him. But you know, when you are not clever, when you are not capable to read and understand what it does and the way it does, was no video when he leaves the village to Nairobi. What is the reason? Privacy. And then was some secrecy of information that you want to come and break it out. As we came aware later that Rocio was pregnant, was expected a child of Ayamaro. That was clever, great. The content make more spicy when Rocio is assaulted and lost a purse, and became more complicated, and even to a point where everybody throws stones blindly and give more reason for Ayamara understand these people grave. These people they have a grave content and create intervals. And the skills is the usual, is an African meta, not is internet everywhere, accessible internet. Good one. Well done, Ayamara. But is when Ayamara is in Mombasa, what Ayamara explores in Mombasa, and what Ayamara does in Mombasa and how it does. It does in a different level. It does not do what was previous done by other vloggers. We talk about African Tigress, have a very good video in Mombasa. There is another lady, the one who went to the village with the king of Traveler, now is a vlog on her own, not very successful. And then there is Paris, Miniawi, Brundia Trevor, Claudia Joseph, you name it. Lennox is done a the video of Lennox in Mombasa is recommendable. Is one of the videos been rolling over international on the content creation. You can go yourself and see the numbers talk by themselves. Lennox has learned how to investing in his videos, like Dimwango has referred how each video is an investment. Clever and well done, boy. So, is a Mombasa where Ayamara found something very interesting and create the molds of the same reaction, the same manners, the same excuses. Look at him, what he eats. Look at him, how he dresses. Look at him, how he talks. Look at him, what he thinks. Look at by talking about an investment. But none of you understood what Ayamara was, especially when Ayamara called uncle, Jamaican uncle, to number ones. Can you imagine what I'm going to say? Well, you say, oh no, I know already. It was about that plot of land. Think a bit. Think a bit. Ayamara is discussing with uncle and excused himself by others. The camera goes off. They walk somewhere. Between that time, they walk into somewhere and the cameras go on. Ayamara is laughing. Uncle Jamaica is laughing. And Uncle Jamaica say, yeah, man. So it means there was a conversation there. It's not about the plot that Uncle Jamaica been offered in the village. It's a business. It's a business. And Uncle Jamaica's show, Jamaican uncle has shown maturity and a revel now in the present moment that is back in the United States. In other words, his passion and love and intentions to return to Africa and invest. So you guys didn't see it coming, and that was about the hotel. That hotel that Ayamara said, if you're out there, want to invest with me, reach me. And one of the persons reaching him was Uncle Jamaica, not on his personal capacities. What I am most good for you that has come in life to tell you. Yes, indeed. I am most, please, if you're near, See this live from the start to understand what's going on in this conversation, deep analysis, this retrospective of the successful trip that the Lesgan, they never saw it come. Well, many people that follow Ayamara worldwide, as the Jamaicans in the diaspora, the Caribbeans in the diaspora, that are one the percentage, that is 48% of his followers worldwide, active 24/7. The Caribbean and Africa and diaspora followers. So are these followers, they ask through the Uncle Jamaica the possibility of invest in Mombasa. Boom! Blind people, dirty mind. There is the news that you never saw it come. But the same people, the same discussion, the same conversation, and value to add to this conversation here is the fact that Marwa, I had planned ahead this trip with Rocio to show Rocio Africa in depth, to Rocio enjoy Africa, to Rocio know Africa, and introduce Rocio to the home, the future home to be, and the places, and how other foreigners live also in the continent. So this is one the thing many of you got confused, and many of you start ask yourself why these short trips from Mombasa to the border with Tanzania and that small village, and from that village to Dar es Salaam, Zanzibar or Pemba, whatever, and return short trips and then cross to Malawi. Well, Ayamaro created a new trail for vloggers. Ayamaro is not a person like others that when he travels goes to the same place like the pig, Guadamayas, and others, Tainoayaya, and others explore. All them they have different way of projecting and show the world. But Ayamaro have a unique like Taiwana. Niche is a very unique. This Nigerian blogger have a way of doing content that a level that you get impressed how, but that is the way business is run. So I have a video. When you visit me here, I address that question. If you like to see the video, please go to my archives. You're gonna see Taiwana here in my house talking to me because I'm featured in one of his future videos very soon will be available. So here is something interesting. Ayamara find himself with a question mark in his mind. What I should do to come more interest to attract people, since my subscribers are not the subscription my channel and is not active, is not pulling, I'm not reaching the 600 threshold. What is wrong? What is the initiative? He got the initiative. He grabbed the initiative, the condition, the momentum. That while he end up travel these short distances between points. And these short distances have been researched, especially when we talk about cross to Tanzania. We see a new stop over that many of you find interesting and enjoyable. Even Rocio got surprised of a time life about how beautiful and exotic is Tanzania. It's not all about the beaches. There are many different places and areas. It's not about Kilimanjaro. So from there, I am also strategically announced and liberal way of being he realized he's in a religious country. In this religion country, there is boundaries and parameters to respect. That are those videos in Tanzania vary in terms of view and content is respect and preserve the entity of the Tanzanians. And that was very well done. Most of you was, oh, these videos are boring, these videos are not interesting. Show us something else. No, Ayamar was trying to preserve and respect his neighbors because in the day that his neighbors, he lives just 200 or 400 meters away from them. And that was amazing content created in Tanzania. But is when Ayamaro leaves Tanzania, is what the lazy gang, the appetite of the lazy gang to find something that could blow out of proportions the insults and bad manners in the respect. They fall on the trap of I am Masubo One. Masubo One thought exploit the parents, image of the parents of Ayamara could be a niche out there for people get distracted from the Ayamara journey with his partner that Ayamara needs much, and everybody jump on the wagon of Masubon One without realizing the consequences, without the realizing what the nepotism of an individual could create frictions between YouTube contenters and the ETA camp. It was amazing to see that because me, I just ignore. There is no interest, there is no value to head. But was something else there that came light the way I realize. It's not the fact that there is no internet or they're still traveling, they're in the bus. No. It's the fact when they stop in the border and they produce their content, when they cross the border, when they reach in Malawi, how they come and they project a different status course that has been left behind in Tanzania. That gap let many people ask and wonder, what's going on with this goat boy? Well, was very well premeditated. Create a transition from conservative to liberal society. And that premeditation is where you realize how strategic is Ayamara, how Ayamara is aware of traveling worldwide and create content from different societies and environments. And this translates to the American series when Ayamara is in Brazil. You see the videos Ayamara in Brazil, the pig, and more others. Aston Aluman, Check Effect, Philemon, Chris, no, and others out there. You see everybody is focused on sexy images, party, and madness, what everybody likes. Ayamara focused himself in a different trend, created trails of traveling for other vlogs. That was his aim in Argentina, cultivate a new path of promoting Argentina. Even Argentina was of his one things in his dreams. Unfortunately, at the time, he didn't knew about this airline called Antarctica that flies from the south of Argentina to the South Pole that costs few dollars, not more than $1,000. Unfortunately, at the time, I didn't knew I could alert, but it is an airline called Antarctica that you can flew from the south of Argentina to Antarctica for a day, an excursion, less than $1,000. So if you're there, you can pass the message to Rocio and Ayamaro. But is that trail he was creating was bringing us questions? Why Ayamaro is not explore about Maradona? Why Ayamaro is not explore about gangs? Why Ayamaro is not exploring another levels what Argentina is famous for? No, Ayamaro have a very clear intention. Make time to distract people and make time to let people see something different after problems yet in Washington with the people. So, is when he arrives in Brazil, what Aymara produced in Brazil was unique. Even Coco Boy got a surprise of his lifetime that he asked Ayamara if he could join because Coco Boy realized the spirit and the capacity of is here in this trip what we see in Malawi. The change, the crossover from A to B, how Ayamara is an expert. In this crossover from Tanzania to Malawi, Ayamara laid the ground online and tell the people, I'm coming and I know you're there, you're watching me. Prepare yourselves because I'm coming to show you real country. I'm not coming to play and enjoy myself. No, I'm coming to project you. I'm coming to showcase Malawi, this hidden gem in Africa. And that is where the perfect host shows up. Is where the taxi man, the motorbike man, unexpected, found himself, created his own YouTube channel, and became a very well-known figure in the society. So here is something from the blue, again, a master class to the lazy gang. Once again, Ayamara shows what we've been fed, what you've been said, what you've been told. This is a scammer. He became the gifters of the gift. Give and carry and give, both ways. By going to this taxman's house and light them, empower them, and showing how Malawians live, how Malawians' daily life is. That has brought curiosity on the middle class of Malawi. That way, the perfect host shows up. The perfect host has been following Ayamara, Mayugno, Nasto, and all these for quite a while. So there's a question. How these men from Germany living in Malawi love African content? Willing to open the doors of his house, willing to go an extra mile to expose himself, allow Ayamara once again project him, his business, his family in a such way. That is what Ivan the Pig lost. There is where you have to understand the serious, the American serious in the Washington problem. Is when you don't understand the opportunity of your lifetime is there in front of you and how that opportunity will open you doors. So the perfect host realized this is my shot. I have only this time frame. And this time frame, I need to project my aims and my goals. And then he done so well, an unpredictable manner that even the haters, they didn't realize there's two houses is the space of the perfect host, and then there is the guest house by using the terms that Rocio disrespected perfect host who went eat in the room. They go how you don't see or don't understand the trick situations of content creation when you're not there. So you, when you see here, people come say, oh, the haters have lawyers. There is a problem. You can have the best lawyer of Mahatma in New York. But if the perfect lawyer see the gap between A and B, they can't cover. That is the stupidity and the ignorance on many people out there, not understanding what is going on here. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've passed a half hour, but let me have another 10 minutes to close out how the lazy gang did this. See, is after Ayamara leave the perfect host house, what came after? That usual problem of William Medley party, the YouTuber party, the shout outs. Indeed, time to time, Ayamara has his own weakness, but he has his own master strategy of make himself unknowledgeable and bigger on the stage. The shouting of Malawi's YouTubers, upcoming YouTubers. That was a good one. We didn't knew they exist. We didn't knew about their content. But here is something. The same problems on the past, they will hunt back Ayamaro. Because not all those will succeed. Why? Humans, by defect, when they fail, they try to blame somebody. And here we'll see something coming, and the haters, they will take an advantage of this. But there is some point here that the haters, they didn't see it, is that the content of those people is already there, it's been there, and then was never exposed. So, from Malawi perspective, Ayamara broke the molds of content creation and views. Whatever comes after is a bonus, a great bonus. As I have commented before, I never saw 500 subscribers in a day. That was a record for Ayamara. And one day, he gained 500 subscribers. So what that means, Malawi was a very successful, not only for this couple, Marwa and Rocio, but also One Drop. If you are following this trip of Ayamara parallel with One Drop, you are starting to see very amazing trails for vlogging, and in different manners, in different shape and form. So here is something new. Is this friend of Ayamara, this GJ One Drop, create a new trail parallel to Ayamara. So the question is, will Ayamara meet One Drop? I can't answer because there's been some frictions there, and then I don't know the status cause of the friendship. But there is need, I don't think, will be great opportunity for them to meet now along the way. Maybe in South Africa will be the ideal place, not along the way. Because the viewers have a different expectation is to see how he creates his content, how he makes us enjoy new places and new environments. That is what is interest that now Ayamara has crossed the border to Zambia. There is an unknown, a huge unknown, because from Zambia, Ayamara can go to Zimbabwe, can go to Botswana, can go to Angola, even can go back to Zaire. What I don't think he will do it because of the status quo of Zaire. But I never say that. Is the Malawi story an headache for the Lace gang? Indeed, it is. A major blow and also a major blind shot on the head of these people, not, not realizing there is a shift of doing content. There is a shift that two people traveling together, they have their cameras focused in different angles, showing the same place, same environment in different manners, in different stories. And this is amazing to be see IMR content on his own perspective and Rocio on her own perspective. This shows you the potential of the future of this couple. I don't think when this child born will be the end of the road. No. Will be a different level of content. It will be a content that, as Rocio say, Nyamwaz is a blessing place, is a land of blessings. And those blessings of Nyamwaz, in her own words, make Ayamara a very special showman. Indeed, is a showman that is here to stay and is here to show you that the world is not yet over. There is so much, so much, so much out there. But we can't finish this life without talk about Congrats Mom. It's quite interesting here to talk about Congrats Mom. Gentlemen, I'm a deeply concerned as an individual, as a human being. Whatever position you have, such behavior against a woman is not acceptable. I keep saying and advocate respect for our women. Whatever positions you are, in the positive, on the negative. If we sit here and call the negative people prostitutes and call them the names, the most dirty names, the wishes, people cannot be loved. People, if they have husbands and boyfriends, whatever, how these people can kiss, how these people they can be loved. If you don't respect yourself first as a woman, how do you expect somebody else to respect you? Is despicable. Believe and trust. Congrat Mom are showing us time to time how special she is. She does not discriminate people. She have all the reasons to do even things that we don't expect against many people in the village. But she still open her arms and pray to God for better days for all. So I don't find funny, I don't find moral right when you've been asked very polite, don't get my mother involved on my own business. insult me, not her. It's not her fault. And that statement is what bothers a lot to the lazy gang. Because that is Ayamarwa, unique. When it comes and says something, moves millions of minds, make people scratch their heads to understand and think about. And people go bananas, bonkers. I do remember one statement, still clear in my mind, when he say, the man with the scar in his face. That drove them crazy banana. When he addressed the Alex, why not Alex syndrome, how Alex went bananas, even he could overcome his losses. Here, there is something to learn. And people, they don't learn, they think they have the upper hand to give their own opinions. The circumstances and moments everybody lives, whatever you are, whatever you say, is different. It's different. It's really shock to hear those statements for strong men to fight for. It is shock because this man does not have time to sit and reflect on his own words that he on YouTube when he was asking camera about his own things, about his family. These are the people that Ayamarwa gave their hand to support. And now they want to cut Ayamarwa's hands and get feed for free. These are people lazy. These are people. They have skills, they have abilities, they can do better for their lives because they're envy and jealousy. And they can't understand success is not a 24/7 or a 24 work. It's years and years. This is where the problem lays. Really, Alex, strong man, did you guys watch yourselves? May some of you gonna say, react, say, this guy is paranoid, this guy crazy. There is nothing crazy. Those two, they destroy something valuable with them, especially strong men. Who will hire somebody with a dirty mouth? Who will watch a content of an ungrateful person? This is what these content creators, especially from the Eastern Africa, they don't realize how they destroy their YouTube channel. The Western Africa content creator, they're blooming. They're so successful. So I have compared the West Africa and the East Africa. The channels on the West Africa, positive, negative, whatever content is there. Even the DRC, they are very successful with less drama and marvelous content. The Rwandans, the Burundians, they're exploding. Even the Ugandans, they're surprising. Well, we don't see something yet from Tanzania for certain reason, culture. But we might find surprises. In other YouTube, people visit Tanzania doing things well. But the big surprise of the whole surprise is how Hayamara projected Malawi in such manner that today became a trade to follow and expect more. Thank you. Wish you a good day. If you're new here, please watch the video from the beginning, subscribe, share, and kindly give a like and leave a comment. Much appreciated for your time. This is Ayamos signing out.